So one of my very first posts in the Facebook group was about words and how powerful words are. So I wanted to read you what I had written and go in more in depth about what I was talking about. My post started off by saying that my first tip was to stop saying lost and lose and use the word release instead. If you guys have seen my post, I've said I've released 70 pounds, I've released 90 pounds. And sometimes I still say lost just because that's what we've always heard. Every time you hear a weight loss story, that's the word that's used. So I still catch myself saying it, but the importance is to be aware and to change it. And this is why. Lost means hidden, misplaced, missed, and can't find. Whereas release means to be free from bondage and pain, freedom, liberty, and deliverance. So would you rather lose, misplace, miss the weight? Or would you rather be free from bondage and pain because you've released weight? So this is the importance of these words. Dr. Emoto, I think is how you say his name. If any of you have seen the water study that he's done, where negative words affect the water and positive words make these beautiful crystal formations. Another way to do this is the rice experiment, if you've seen this done, where you put cooked rice in 2 different mason jars. And this has been done with plants. There's so many studies on this. You say negative words to one and you say positive, loving words to another, and the rice gets moldy faster in the negative one, or the flower dies, the plant dies, versus the one you spoke only positive words to is thriving and doesn't die. Sometimes I've seen plant ones done where like it doesn't even brown, whereas the other one's completely wilted. So it's absolutely amazing. So if this can happen with the words we say to plants and to rice, and this can happen to water, like this doctor's experiment, if our human adult body is 50 to 65% water, think of what those negative things we're saying about ourselves is doing to our body. So these things are resonating throughout our body. And this is why it's so important that we don't say negative things when we look in the mirror. It's so important why we don't say negative things when we look at other people and then compare ourselves to them. It's so important that we don't say negative things when we step on a scale or when we overeat and mess up, and why we don't shame ourselves, because these words hold a very powerful frequency that can cause imbalances in the body and do all these things. So one of the things that I had posted on this post about saying lost versus release was, what is the first thing you do when you lose something? You ask for help, or you try to find it naturally. You just try to find something you lost, and sometimes you'll ask for help, and so people will help you find it. When you tell somebody you lost something, most of the time they naturally try to help you find it. So the energy behind someone saying they lost weight, we could sabotage ourselves subconsciously trying to find this weight again. And also other people can unconsciously sabotage us because they're trying to help us find this weight that we lost. So we want to start saying, I released, when we're telling people I released this weight, because we don't want them to start, I've seen this with several clients over the past year, is they will start getting extra treats from people. There will start being people in their lives that never really cared what they ate before, but they'll start going, oh, well, are you sure you don't want this? But they're meaning well, but they're unconsciously helping them find this weight that they lost. So I want you to proclaim that you're releasing weight. You are going to release weight. You've released weight. And I want you to start saying, I release, and see what difference that feels like compared to I lost. Because remember, lost means missed or misplaced, and we do not miss the weight that we got rid of. We want to be free from the bondage and pain, and we want to feel freedom and liberation and deliverance. So start saying release.